Hello out there in YouTube land. Haven't made a video in a few days, but I've been dropping them because I made a whole bunch of them at Jeff's house. I guess you saw those, and made a bunch of them. I don't know, I made a bunch of them. Anyhow, I went down and visited a place called Kinder or Kinder Farms, and I got a couple sawmill videos down there, so we'll put that on, one of those on with this tonight. And just I didn't know the order and how they were doing things and different stuff like that, so you probably want to zoom through some of those. I can't add that to the video, but there's three of them, and so you know, when you see something you don't like, I don't know how to edit it out, so just zoom through it and get past it, because when I thought they were doing one thing, they weren't doing it, and back and forth. Anyhow, this is a #1 mill update, and I've been working on shimming these wheels so they run a little bit more as they go up and down the track. There's some of them that were missing, not turning, and I didn't like that, so I've been playing with shims, millions of shims. I made a bunch of shims this morning like this to put in there. I made these this morning. I thought I was going to use more than I did, but I didn't. I got a bunch of stuff here on the ground, and then I ended up, sometimes I needed more than that, and then these are all different thicknesses here. Just, I save everything, and it's just something I saved from the past. Anyhow, so I got the front wheels, the guide wheels, they're pretty decent right now. They're running, I'm not ecstatic about it. I'm okay with it at this point, and now it's I think it'll saw a little bit better. So that's where I'm at with that. But I still got a problem now that all these, okay, you can call them knees, call them L's, call them whatever you want, there's 8 of them on here, all have to come off. And the reason that they have to come off is because you can pull forward, okay, like this, okay, but you can't recede. I can't pull this back. Just, I mean, it's everything I can do to pull it back. I mean, it is tight, and I don't really know the reason for that, but that's without all these L's moving. See, normally when you pull this, if you watch me on the other mill, you turn that, and then these come forward. Okay, I have them off the end of the bed here, so there's a rack and pinion under there. You can't, I guess you can't see it here. When I take one of them off, or some of the old movies, I think I showed the rack and pinions. Well, each one of these little doohickeys, I'm guessing they're probably around 100 pounds. I can't lift them up, and 2 people, it's a string just to have 2 people lift them up. So I got to crane them off. So every one of them's got to be craned off. So they all have to come off. Then down here, there's a coupler. That's got to be split and taken apart. And then I just got to figure out where the problem is. So all these have to come off, and I might leave the front 4 on, but the back 4 definitely have to come off. And start trying to figure out how come this thing's so daggone tight. I'm gonna have to make some kind of a jig up to measure that back shaft or something. I just don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I got to do it because you guys seem to want the sawmill. But then I got all this crap wood in the way. Now that so I got to move that some. Well, I'll probably leave that there. I got to take the beam out there. Get this firewood, put it some other place. Don't have a place to put it, because these, when they come out, they got to come out all the way from there, all the way straight out, and then they come loose. And the way I put them on is I put a turnbuckle on there, but these down here I can't do that with, because I've already put the taper attachment on. So I don't really want to take the taper attachments off, so I gotta come up with some kind of a jig to get these off with, and then pull them off. So I got to get the crane truck down here, but the crane truck has got a load of wood on it. So it's just kind of, you ever play Rubik's Cube or not your Rubik's Cube, free cell. That's kind of what playing with a sawmill is. It's kind of like free cell. Well, to do this, you got to do this, to do this, to do this, but to do this, you got to do that. So you got to move this over here and move that over here and just various things. So, and there's also, oh, I forgot to tell you, there's 2 log turners tucked under here too. Anyhow, so there's always, you can't just go work on it. You got to do hours of work just to get to where you can work on it. So that's what tomorrow's plan is going to be. Working on this one. I got wood everywhere. I've been burning it up lately. I just get tired of dealing with it. I just burning it up. This is all, you can look at this. This is, will you focus in on this? This is a quarter sawed oak. I'll probably just burn it up. Nobody wants it. So, I'll probably keep another couple pieces for here, because this is dried up now to where, I got it all flat, and see, some of these are pretty wide. You know, that's a 1/2 inch, and some of them might be even wider than that. Which I knew that was going to happen because I was putting it up green, but I put it up with just single screws in there, so I can just undo the screws and slide it over, and then re-screw the same screws back in, and then just like this one here is like a 5-inch board. Just put a 6 or 7 inch board in there, and that's kind of why I'm still saving these down here, but. I'm just getting crazy. It's crazy. So much stuff to do. Anyhow, that's where I'm at. I've already chewed up too much of your time. But that's what I got to do. So tomorrow I'm going to unload the crane truck, come down here, get this stuff so I can get in here, and I'll do a video of taking those L's or knees, or the bed is the part that it sits on. So L's or knees, whatever you call them, different areas call them different amounts. Anyway, over and out. We'll see you later. Bye.